So we're gonna take you through a full session, drill by drill by drill, to improve pretty much all of your skills. So you could use this, go to the field, get a lot more work in, and actually improve all your skills. First off, we're gonna start with a couple warm-up drills. These are 3 of my favorites for defensive backs. So this one you see me do all the time, the low walks. Feet are close, hands are wide. We're just taking small steps back in the pedal. Go for 5 or 10 yards like that. And then the next version is out wide here. Point of this is just getting us used to being low, warming up our quads, our ankles, everything there. Second thing I love for warm-ups for DBs, whenever we do breaks, it's a lot of stress on the ankles. So we gotta take care of them. A couple of stretches like this, called the feet sits. When you sit back, it really stretches out your shins, your calves. You can do some of the knee over toe stretches as well. And then for some hips, just follow me over here. So your hands on a pole or a fence for balance. And then with our leg, we're doing big hip circles back and forth. Going both directions. The point of this is not to just swing your leg, but go a bit slower, controlled, and actually work to expand your range of motion. As you know, defensive backs have to be flexible. We have to have smooth hips as we open, as we turn our legs. So we gotta make sure we have good mobility as well. Next drill we're gonna work on, so drill number 1 today, is some open field tackling. I like to just start with it, kind of get out of the way, improve it before we get into the coverage and the footwork. So we're gonna come over to the tackle box here. And as you can see with the videos we're breaking down, for this drill, it's important. Defensive backs are gonna be here, receivers are gonna be there. Our goal is to keep inside out leverage. So as he enters a box, running, and we wanna tackle him on this side, picture you're here, you have a linebacker or a corner, whoever over there. If you cross over, you're gonna get in his way and the ball carrier is gonna be free. So we have to keep our leverage in the tackle. If you have a ball carrier, then it's easy. You could go anywhere. The keys here are to run at him to take the air out of it. So I'm starting here, coming downhill. As you get closer to contact, we wanna go more choppy feet. Continue to move forwards as you keep your leverage. Now, if you don't have a ball carrier or anyone to do this drill with, it's still okay. You can just do it by yourself. And even though you don't have anyone carrying the ball, you can still get better at tackling. So what I like to do, if it's just me training, just picture somebody's there. As long as you visualize somebody, you're still gonna get better. And a few different things you could do is just keep running to the sideline. So we'll look like this. Just to get that tag in. The next one's gonna be run to the middle. He dances around a lot. Then just tag here. So it's like this. Real simple. Last one. We go to the middle and then he cuts back to try to take our inside leverage. So it looks like this. That way we're protecting our leverage and tackling him on the same shade. So next we're gonna go through some footwork. Again, if it's just you on the field, those are a few great things to do to work on all the different types of footwork going into the tackles. Next, we're gonna go on our breaks prep. So a couple of drills I like to do before we do full pedal breaks. These are just 2, there's a whole bunch you could choose from. First one is gonna be 1-step break on the spot. So we're gonna go 4 times as fast as we can like this. And then on the 5th one, sprint out for 5 yards. So I'll be here, pretending I'm about to break on a 45-degree angle. I'll do the other side. Just a couple of drills to really get the feet going, warmed up, ready for your breaks, so you're not hopping right into it. So you see here, turning my foot out, getting our T-step, snapping my eyes here, snapping the arms. I want it to look exactly like the break. And then on the 5th one, I'm actually running out. So here. So that's the first drill in breaks prep. Second one, we're gonna pedal back. And then as you pedal, if I'm gonna break this way, your foot here has to go like this. So what we're gonna do because lots of guys are not comfortable in that position, they'll go take choppy steps or they'll break off the wrong foot. We're gonna work just on that first plant step. So slow pedal back, and then here. I call it pedal pressure steps, kind of like how receivers work their snap downs. We're doing the same thing, but going backwards. Getting stronger on that plant foot. And then when you actually start doing the breaks, you're gonna feel a lot more comfortable, a lot more strength and explosion coming off of that plant step. Next drill, we're over here. So we just did our breaks prep. Now we're gonna do some actual break work. I still like starting with just the top of the breaks to work on our efficiency and then really focus on speed coming out of it. So what this drill is, you can start with your right foot up. We're going 3 steps back. So 1, 2, 3. Braking on the 45 coming downhill. We're doing that 3 times into the full rep. If you don't have anyone throwing the ball, then just do it on air. So it looks like this. 3 of those. The key here is when our foot hits the ground, we want to be really explosive. Don't get stuck in the mud like this. Don't reach with this leg. We have to start running out of it. So I'm here, plant, angle step, drive out of there, and be real explosive. So I'm here. Then the full one. That's the other thing too. You don't need a quarterback to catch the ball. Just pretend it's out there, see it coming into your hands, and you'll catch it. Big theme of this video is you don't need anyone else to train with. You can get better at your tackling, your footwork, your catching, even your man coverage without any help. I know it sounds silly, but if you visualize somebody there, it's gonna help you. Over here now. So next drill, we have the exact same thing, but 90 degrees. There we worked 45 downhill. Now we're gonna be working 90s. So I'm here, 3 steps still. Explode out. Explode out. Then full. And then really sprint out of there. So again, I love doing drills like this. The first few reps, really work on your footwork and efficiency. And then at the end of it, sprinting out full speed, just like this drill we did. We want everything to look the same. Then when it's time for the last rep, we're sprinting out full speed. That's how you get better at skills. Do it more simple, where you can focus on one thing and then speed it up and make it more game-like. Next drill we got, I'll turn this way. We got the sun out. So that's downhill breaks, 45 and 90s. Next up, we're gonna open up. So I'm gonna be turning on a 180 from my pedal. For the start of it though, instead of a big heavy plant step, we want a nice smooth toe in step. So if you've been following for a while, you know what I'm talking about. If we turn the left leg inwards, it makes it a lot easier to flip my hips to the right. So we're gonna be working 3 toe-ins and then open up fully. Okay, and if you have a quarterback, he could call the toe. Toe, toe, open. Oh. Good. If not, then just do it on your own. So it'll look like this. Make sure no one's behind you. In, toe, toe. So it's the exact same principle. We're doing the movement a few times and then full speed for the last rep. And just for a view from front up, when I actually toe in, it looks like this. Here, here, and then when it's time to open, it's just here, here, here. Again, if you're watching this, even try it right now on the floor. 2 things, if you go out here to open, it's gonna be very hard. If you go in here, you feel that it makes it a lot more smooth to open. So when we work on your footwork, the angles, everything becomes a lot more smooth. All right, next drill. Go over here. Next drill we got is gonna help you get more interceptions. This is our weaves to deep ball drill. So if you have a quarterback, he's gonna go here to weave you and then break you either direction. If not, just pretend you have one. So we're pedaling back and then weave this way. It'll be in your pedal still, but we're just turning the angle of your butt to switch the angle of your weave or of your pedal. So if the quarterback's looking one way, you wanna weave that way to get closer to that side, get you into play more. You don't wanna just open up and run. So if he throws it back there, it's gonna take too long to do the hip flip. So for this drill, you'll either end up weaving one way, opening that way, or opening the other way, or you'll be weaving the other way and same thing. So there's 4 different combinations. If you're training by yourself, then just do 1 or 2 of all of them. So a couple weaves to start will be like this: weave, weave, open. Then always finish with the catch. The second option would be I'm weaving that way. So a couple weaves to start. Weave, weave, weave. And then instead of opening the direction I'm weaving to, I'm opening away from it. So that's gonna help you when you're on top, playing safety, deep zone, reading the quarterback, seeing which way he's throwing it, exploding out of there, sprint, and then turn and high point the ball. And again, you don't need an actual ball to get better at catching. Next drill, we'll go back here. Now we're gonna work on some zone. So picture you're the low corner in cover 2, 5 yards off. So you could mix it up depending on your defense. The receiver's running at you. We have to give him a jam, preferably to the inside. So I'm here, jam, sit back, and then I'm either breaking downhill on a low route or I'm going down there to rob the vertical. So 2 options look like this. Go. Or the second one, where we're going vertical, it's gonna be here, set, go. Either way, we're getting the pick. So make sure you work on that catching again. All right, last 2 drills are gonna be for your man coverage. Again, you don't need a receiver to get better at coverage. So first one is repeat releases. If you have a receiver, it's better. He's just gonna go a couple yards either way. We're gonna start with some footwork. You just step, you can inch back. He's gonna release you a couple yards either way. We're gonna be here. Just think wherever he goes, we're working on the beginning part of the route, and you can mix it up, give yourself different releases. So I could be here. I could be here. All the different options a receiver will do, work on it. 1 more drill remaining. If you're still watching at this point, then I know you're committed to get better as a defensive back. And what you should do is click the link in the description to join our app, Lockdown Academy, your all-in-one defensive back training app. This is just 1 session over our programs. There's over 100 there to improve specific skills and all of your skills to keep getting better. So if you find value in having a format to follow on the field that is guaranteed to improve your skills, then check it out in the description below. Last drill, I'll stop right here, it's fine. It's gonna be, move back a little bit. Last drill is gonna be one-on-ones. So I know what you're thinking, nobody's out here. But if you don't have anybody, you can't just not get the reps in. Again, you have to picture there's somebody there. So for one-on-ones, mix it up. You're starting to press, you're starting to catch man, you're gonna start off. And what you're gonna do is just picture the route tree and work through it. So I could go here, I'm playing off. Picturing the receiver's running a slant. If I picture another example, he's running a deeper dig, I'm here. Just go through the whole route tree, all of your movements. And then the key, especially if you're in season scouting an opponent, watch the film on the guy you're covering, drop all of his routes, and go through those ones in extra time. If he does a bunch of deep out routes and you like to play catch man, then it makes sense to go here and just work on all of the movements. So there you have it. Instead of just hitting the field, getting a couple drills in, a couple one-on-ones, go with a plan, know exactly what you need to do. And if you need help with that to get 100+ sessions, different programs to improve each of your skills as a defensive back and improve your football IQ, then join Lockdown Academy. We have all of that, the all-in-one defensive back training app for DBs and DB coaches. Thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe.